Hi everybody. So I'm still doing my New Year's series and this week is all about health. And I figured what better time than now to answer one of your biggest questions that I get so often, which is what supplements do I take? I talk a lot about my favorite pill case holder. So I was like, you know what, let me just show you guys in action what I do every week. So every single Monday, this is like my little tradition, I sit down and I fill my supplements for the week. And it's honestly like a nice little ritual that I kind of crave. I don't know, it gets very OCD, you'll see. But I really do kind of appreciate this moment, and it feels like a little act of self-love, like a little ritual to set myself up for a healthy week. So I just thought I'd do it with you guys this week so you can see my process, and then as I go, I'll tell you everything I'm taking and why I take it. But obviously this has to come with a huge disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. I can't tell you what to take. I'm not trying to tell you what to take. I'm just simply being honest about what I take. And it might seem like a lot. It is a lot, but I have run all of this by my own doctor. He's confident in everything I do, and I have his approval and his blessing. I research everything that I take, so I feel really good about the supplements that I take, and I just want to share them with you if you're curious. I'm not trying to play doctor because I'm just not qualified. But I will go ahead and tell you everything I take. So let's dive in. Like I said, this is my pill organizer. Since I'm doing one in my giveaway, which I'll be announcing the winner on this coming Monday, you can still head over to my Instagram to enter. Since one of you will be winning another pill organizer just like mine, I happen to have a lovely one in the box to show you. So it's ridiculous how strongly I feel about this. Let me go ahead and say, not sponsored. I don't do any sponsorships. I don't accept PR gifts. So I found this with my own research and I bought it with my own money, and then I bought another one with my own money, and this one's for you. So I'm not like trying to peddle this. I just want to tell you why I like it. I've been doing my pills and supplements this way for a long time, and vitamins are big. Like, they take up a lot of room, so I need like a granny size supplement case that fits a lot. And then I'm not one of those people who can take all their pills for the day in one sitting. And furthermore, I kind of don't think that's the best way for our bodies to absorb our pills. So I take them in 2 sittings. So that means I need like a full-on granny style one that has like big compartments 2 times a day. And let me tell you, there's like slim pickings. If you go to CVS into like the pharmacy area, you can find some very geriatric cases, and none of them were like rocking my world. I ideally wanted a pink one. That's the only thing I'm gonna take points off on this. But anyway, they all just don't have like great functionality. Like, it's a huge case you have to carry around, or you know, I don't know, there were a lot of problems. I tried a lot of different ones, I bounced around, and then I found this one, and I just feel so strongly about it because I'm just obsessed with it. First of all, each of the days comes off. So if I'm running out the door for a busy day, I just take this. I don't have to take the whole like granny case. And there's a little magnet in here, so it just clicks right back into place. I find that very satisfying. I also like that you can change the order of the days since they're not really connected. I'm a big proponent of Monday being the first day of the week. So a lot of cases, in fact, I think all cases I found started on Sunday, and that would have driven me nuts. So I love that this one, I can make it start on Monday. I like that as the week goes by, I can flip these so that at a glance, like, I know I'm on this day because I've already taken these 2. Once I take them, I flip them. So I don't know, just every little detail about this case is perfect. And then furthermore, as if that weren't all good enough, it comes with an iPhone app and an Android app. And I'll show you on my phone. I'm gonna probably have to move the camera to get a close-up, but it's actually weirdly awesome to have an iPhone app that goes with my vitamins. So not only does it remind me when to take them every morning and afternoon, I take them with breakfast and lunch. That way, if I forget one of those, I still have a 3rd meal that's like a chance to take it. But in general, I think you should take vitamins with a meal to help digest them better. So that's why I shoot for breakfast and lunch. And then if something crazy happens, I can do like breakfast and dinner or lunch and dinner and still get both doses in. But anyway, this is the app. Is this gonna work? It's right here. It's called Sagely, which I guess is the name of this case. And it is just so cute. It looks like the actual pill case, and it shows you in like big numbers how many pills you should be taking The green side is morning and the night side is evening. Blue side is evening. And I take currently 11 pills at both times. Like I told you, it's kind of a lot. And it just like breaks down what you're taking when. You can put your doses in here. I put like cute little emojis. Let me get closer. I put like cute little emojis after everything. It just makes me happy. And that way, like if you're at the doctor and you want to talk about what you're taking, you can easily whip out your little app and show the milligrams. I don't know. I'm sure I'm sounding so sponsored right now, but legitimately this is just my favorite case and I was really excited to share it with you. And I'm really excited to give it to one of you guys. Here's how I organize it. I have certain pills and vitamins. These are all vitamins, not prescription. I might use the term pills, but I mean like supplements. So these are the ones I take morning and night. These are the ones I take just in the morning, and these are the ones I take just at night. Like, you know me, I have to have it organized, so that's how I, uh-oh, that got ambitious, okay. So this is how I organize it. Like I take these 3 things out of the container, just out of the cabinet, just once a week. Like I can't imagine messing with this many bottles every single day. That would drive me nuts. That's why I'm a huge proponent of sorting it out in advance, because otherwise I would just skip my vitamins so often. But I only have to pull these out once a week. When I do, they're organized into these 3 containers. You know, I'm huge on organization, and that's how I do it. So I'll start with this container, which is the things I take both morning and night. First one is vitamin C. And this is the Dr. Mercola brand. A lot of these are Dr. Mercola. I'm a huge fan of his. KGMTL introduced me to him, which by the way, a lot of these are inspired by KGMTL. She also has a really great supplements video. I can link it down below. But I love Dr. Mercola. I think he really knows his stuff. I think he makes really good quality products. And here's my thing, and like I talk about this with everything, with skincare, with supplements, with health. I think you have to be excited to do something or else you're just not going to do it. So maybe the vitamin C that I could get off the shelf at CVS would be just as good. I don't really think so, because I know he like uses really high quality stuff. But even if it were, you know, like I just don't get excited about like a CVS brand bottle of supplements. I know that sounds really weird to say, but it doesn't feel like special. It doesn't feel like something I want to go out of my way to take every single day. It just looks blah, I don't know. So for me, researching my supplement brands, finding like doctors I really identify with, finding brands I really like their practices, even stupid stuff like the packaging or like what the actual pill looks like. Literally all those things factor in. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but those are the things that make me take my pills every single day. So I just washed my hands, by the way. And now I'm going to just set these out, one for every morning this week. Another thing I really like about this case is that the way it is designed, like the top is a solid surface, like you can rest your pills on it like I'm doing right now, but then you can also poke through to just pop one pill in. So now it's in there. Or you can also open it up to put a bunch of pills in and out. Like, did they not just think of everything with this case? I don't know. I love products that are like that. So, all right, so when I'm counting out my pills for the week, like I said, this gets a little bit Rain Man right now, like just roll with it. I lay them all out on top as I go. So, okay, I take vitamin C because it's fantastic for your immune system. I used to catch a cold literally once a month. It was a huge problem. Like I'll catch any cold that blows my way. And ever since I've had this really strong supplement routine, my colds have reduced so much. I'm so grateful for that. So I definitely give this a lot of credit. I think everybody knows what's great about vitamin C. This one is take 2 capsules a day and that's a total of 1,000 milligrams. I believe in following the directions. Vitamins ain't cheap. Like, let me tell you, if you really get quality supplements, which you should, they're not cheap, and I don't see the point in like possibly wasting them by not taking them, right? Like, if you don't follow the instructions, like the whole point of the instructions is to help your body metabolize it properly. And so I just feel like if I don't follow the instructions, my body might not absorb the nutrients and I'm just gonna like pee them out. So that's no good. I have to change my battery. Okay, sorry about that. I had to change my battery. We're good to go now. But like I was saying, I just think it's really important to follow the instructions because otherwise you might be wasting your money and not absorbing the nutrients properly. So that said, I pretty much always follow the instructions on the label. I mean, it's in the manufacturer's best interest that you're getting the benefits so that you'll want to keep taking it. So I don't think they would mislead us. Like, I think they know the best way to take their supplements. That said, I will, if anything, I will take less than it says. I always err on the side of less, not more. You know, like it's nothing you want to mess around with. Like I said, I do take a lot of stuff, so I try to be kind of conscious of how much I'm putting in me. Lolita, what are you doing? Sorry, I know my dog's up to something. All right, I'm kind of scattered. As I go, we'll cover everything, I think. Okay, the next one is Tart Cherry. This is, the brand I take is Enzymatic Therapy, 1200 milligrams potency if you take 3 a day, which I don't, I take 2 a day. But the main reason I take this is for basically healing aches and pains. Tart Cherry is kind of like nature's Tylenol in a way. It's really good at reducing inflammation and pain. And so the main reason I take it is I have like chronic knee pain, which I've kind of touched on and will go into way more detail on in the future. But this really does help ease those aches and pains. And I love that it's natural. Like, I try not to do drugs and take Tylenol or Advil if I can help it. So, okay, then this one is L-lysine. L-lysine is an essential amino acid. So as far as I understand it, like I said, I'm really not a nutritionist. I just research this stuff on my own. But this is something your body can't produce for itself, but it needs, and so you have to get it from your food or your supplements. And this one specifically is really good for your skin. So that's 100% why I take it. Anything, you guys know, anything I can do for my skin, I'm all about it. I love skincare, and so this is like skincare in supplement form, very natural. This brand says to take 1 tablet 2 times a day, and each tablet is 1,000 milligrams. So I take 2,000 milligrams of this a day. I don't particularly like this because it's like a big old hunkin'. I don't know, I wish I had 2 cameras so I could have a close-up going for you guys. But it's a big old hunkin' pill. This is like the hardest one to get down. People always ask me, how do you take like so many pills at one time? And the answer is like slowly with a lot of water, take your time. Honestly, it's a good excuse to hydrate because I'll go through like a huge thing of water while I'm doing this. But yeah, this one is the hardest one to take. It's huge. And it's also, from what I know, not as easy for your body to absorb it. Like, it's better to get these little capsule forms, like little, like the ones that you could like break it open and the stuff would come out. Whereas this is like processed into like a little brick, like a little vitamin brick. So those aren't like the best, but once that bottle's empty, I think I'll get a different brand. Okay, then I've talked about this before. This is what I take for my hair, skin, and nails. I get it just at Target. Has argan oil in it. This one says to take 3 soft gels a day, and I only take 2. Because, you know, again, like I eat a pretty healthy, varied diet, so I get a lot of these nutrients from what I'm eating as well, obviously. This is kind of just insurance. You know, I don't take anything to a dangerous level, so whatever my body can't use, it'll get rid of, and if it can use it, I want to supply it. So I take this for obvious reasons to improve my hair, skin, and nails, and I have seen a difference with that. And then the last one that I take both morning and night is L-glutamine, which is another essential amino acid. It's great for gut health, muscle recovery after workouts. The biggest reason that I take it is it actually really cuts sugar cravings. And I had read that in a couple places and I was like, no, that can't be true. But then I heard about all the other benefits and I was like, you know what? I'll take it just to see. And let me tell you, like my sugar cravings have cut down so much since I started taking this. So it's 500 milligrams a capsule and I take 2 a day. So I get 1,000 milligrams of this. I just ran out. As I'm doing my supplements, I always write down, I like run out of something every single week. So I just keep a little note as I'm going and order it like on Amazon. I get everything on Amazon. It's so convenient. And then that way, by the time that comes in, it'll be time to do my supplements for next week. If I like miss it for a few days, I don't worry about it that much. I think it is kind of good to give your body a break sometimes, but for the most part, I try to refill as soon as I run out of these things. So as you can see, this is like the stuff I take every morning, and then, well, those are the things I take every morning and afternoon. And then additionally in the morning, I take these. So first up is, not totally sure how to say it, Pycnogenol. And this comes from a pine tree in France, which I just think that's kind of cool, first of all. But it's another one that's huge for your skin, really good for your skin. I was just reading this great book, totally can't remember what it was called now. Okay, so I just finished reading this book recently. It's called The Little Book of Healthy Beauty. It's by Dr. Pina Ljudice, I think that's how you say her name. And I really enjoyed this. It's all about health, but with kind of an angle of beauty, which you know, that's my bag. And so she's actually the one that told me about a few of these things, including this one. And it's really interesting. It's a pine tree bark, and it has so many benefits. But one of the main ones is skin. So anything that can help your skin, I'm down. So that's why I take that every morning. Then I also take, did I already tell you the milligrams on that? 25 milligrams per capsule, so I take 50 a day. I will list all this below, but I just want to say, like, the point is not for you to go get all these things and take like the exact doses that I take, because we're very different and we might have different concerns. Your doctor might have different thoughts. I'm 6 feet tall, so I might need more than you. I don't know. There's so many factors. So don't feel the need to like copy this exactly. I just wanted to share with you what I do. And if, you know, you can tailor it to your own concerns. Like that's what I've done with all of this. For instance, this one, B Propolis. I take this because, like I said, I'm so prone to getting colds. And this has 500 milligrams per capsule, and I take just one a day, but the label says you can take up to 3 a day. So if I feel a cold coming on, I will up my dose to 3. And this I feel like has really helped. Or like if I'm traveling, I'll take 3 a day while I'm traveling, because it just gives you that extra defense. It's very antibacterial. Everything that comes from bees is just amazing. So it's really good for you. Then I take vitamin D. I live in Los Angeles and I get plenty of sunshine, but my husband has always had low vitamin D, so I always give him a vitamin D supplement. And then I figured, I've never had mine tested, but I might as well take it as also. I mean, if we were like on vacation, truly getting a ton of sun, I wouldn't feel the need to take it, but you know, even if it's gorgeously sunny outside, I'm inside working all day, I honestly don't get as much sun as I could maybe use, plus I'm an SPF freak, so I do take this once a day. It is 5,000 IUs of vitamin D, and this one comes with vitamin K2, which helps you absorb the vitamin D. I actually like this one better. These are both by Dr. Mercola. I actually like this one better. It's just plain liposomal vitamin D, which is supposed to be really easy to absorb. So I'm gonna probably go back to this one. It's empty. I just wanted to show you that one. Okay. And then the last thing I take in the morning is my fish oil, which is also by Dr. Mercola, and I am tragically out of it. And I ordered another one and it came, and I don't know where I put the bottle, and now I can't find it. And I just wanted to go ahead and film this video and not let it like hold everything up. So this is the one I give my husband, which is also by Dr. Mercola. So I'll probably just take his until I find mine. This one's fine for both men and women. The one that I take is in a pink bottle, and it has evening primrose oil, which is more for women. So that's why Nate gets his own separate one. But I don't know, since I don't have it, I guess I'll skip it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I miss something? I'm gonna check my app because I feel like I forgot to put something in here. See, it's so handy, it just breaks it all down for you. So in the morning I take 3 fish oils, it's a lot. 1 hair and nail, 1 L-lysine, 1 tart cherry, 1 vitamin C, 1 L-glutamine, 1 B propolis, 1 pycnogenol, and 1 vitamin D. Yeah, okay, they're all here, sorry. So that's like part of how OCD this gets. I do like count it as I go to make sure I put all the vitamins. I think because I ran out of one of them, that's why this one was short. But then when it comes, like they're all laid out on top, and then I just open it up drop the supplements in and snap it shut. And it's just so satisfying. Like, I just can't tell you how much I prefer using this case. Okay, so I just finished putting all the morning ones in, and I put in the evening ones that are the same as the morning ones because I already told you about those. So now we are on to what I take every evening. So these, first one is this B complex. This is by the Garden of Life brand, and I really like their supplements. This is a really good B complex, and everyone, like every doctor I've talked to has just really stressed the importance of getting those B vitamins. I don't eat meat, so it's especially good for me to get them, even though I do eat seafood. I'm sure I'm not lacking, but it boosts your energy, it boosts your metabolism, it keeps everything just like basically running like a well-oiled machine. So those are super key to take, and this is just a good blend of everything. Then I also take Vitamin E by Dr. Mercola. This is, how much? 200 IUs. And vitamin E is just like a super powerful antioxidant. So from what I understand, it's really good for everything. It fights free radicals, it's good for your skin, it's good for preventing disease. And frankly, there's just like no harm in it from what I understand. So I'd rather err on the side of caution. Like if that can prevent disease, like why would I not take it? Okay, then I take a zinc complex. I don't always take this. The main reason I take it is for immune support and for my skin. So right now I'm gonna take it because my skin has been on the fritz lately. Not to get too into it, but I'm switching my birth control methods and it has put my hormones through the ringer. I guess that is somewhat relevant because I'm not taking the birth control pill anymore because I'm trying to figure out a way to prevent pregnancy that will also like help me balance my hormones. So needless to say, this zinc should be helpful with balancing my skin right now, as will the L-lysine. And it is 1 capsule, 30 milligrams a day. Otherwise, if my skin is clear and if I don't feel like it's cold or flu season or I'm like at risk for anything, I will just skip that. Okay, so next is Pearl. Sorry, there's like some racket outside. Okay. I just think the thought of taking Pearl is fun, first and foremost. I love pearls. I love anything to do with beauty. And pearls are supposed to be really good for your skin. It says from the inside out. It's just an interesting idea to take a pearl supplement, I feel like. I don't honestly know how many studies like support it, but it just, again, it's one of those things that I feel like it can't hurt and it's fun. So it's 500 milligrams per capsule. I take it once per day. You can also open these capsules up and add them to your lotion. So cool. I like putting Pearl on my face. I just like it. Okay. Then I have Garden of Life probiotics. These aren't cheap. None of these are cheap. I just feel like venting about that for a second, but honestly, I also feel like it's very worth it. Like I said, like health is my #1 highest priority, and I want to invest in my health and my future, so I do make it a priority to take these, but dang, it's not fun to pay for. The nice thing is that I don't tend to run out of everything at once, so at least I can kind of spread out the expense across the weeks, but you know, it adds up and it's an investment. So I totally understand if you don't want to take everything I take, or you know, if you want to boil it down. At the end of this, I'll tell you what I think are the most important if you're only going to do like 3 things. But this is one of them. This is so key. Probiotics like are everything. They affect all parts of your health. They line your gut so that you have better gut lining, so things don't permeate into your body. You don't get sick as much. Like 80% of your immune system is in your gut or something like that. Helps with digestive issues. I don't really have any, but that doesn't mean I don't need to keep my gut as healthy as possible. So huge fan of probiotics. I like this one because I don't have to refrigerate it. It has a ton of different strains in there, which is like how you get the best defense. And this one's specifically for women. Get it at Whole Foods. Then the last thing I take is a multivitamin. You would think I've probably covered it all, and I probably have. But if there's anything I missed in there, like vitamin A, niacin, this has everything, selenium, long list. I just figure this kind of is insurance, kind of like a CYA situation to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then just gives me like an overall base, and I can sort of focus on the other stuff that's important to me. Like, you know, you're not gonna find something like this pycnogenol in a multivitamin, but this covers all the basics. Okay, I just want to quickly talk about a few others that I kind of swap in as needed. Like I said, that's what I'm taking right now, and I will alter that based on how I'm feeling. I might cut out the zinc or cut out like the L-lysine when my skin clears up after all this hormonal situation. But these are some other ones that I swap in that I'm not taking right now. This one is called Yeast Cleanse, and it's by Solaray. And basically I've come to learn that almost all of us have an overgrowth of candida in our bodies. It feeds on like sugar and starches and basically all the bad crap that we eat. So even if you don't have like a yeast infection per se, a candida overgrowth can just affect you in so many negative ways. And I've started to feel like maybe that could be an underlying issue that I have that crops up sometimes. So if I'm feeling any symptoms, I mean, this is like a whole nother topic that I'm not totally qualified to go into. If you're interested, you can Google Dr. Axe. Dr. Josh Axe talks about it a lot. But basically it's something that our modern diet and way of living can kind of foster in our bodies. And if you feel like you need to limit the yeast or candida that you have growing, like basically the bad bacteria, this can help a lot. So I swap this in as needed. Then this one is called Mega Hydrate. It's by Dr. Patrick Flanagan, and I only take this when I'm traveling pretty much. Or like when I do my half marathon, I'll probably take this. But it just helps you like retain water and stay hydrated. So like if I'm gonna be on a plane or something, I would definitely take it. You take 2 capsules a day, and it says you can gradually increase to 4 capsules a day. I've never felt the need to go that hardcore. It's just like if I'm traveling, I'll throw one in morning and afternoon, be done. Okay, then the last thing is not something I take daily, but this is coconut charcoal. You've probably heard about this. If you overdose on something, they pump your stomach with charcoal. KG is huge on this, so she kind of turned me onto it. It says it's for gas relief, which is funny. I've never had to take it for that reason, but if I do feel like I got glutened, if I go out to eat and I accidentally or purposefully ate some gluten or a lot of dairy, like more than I'm used to, I will take these afterward and a ton of water, and it helps to flush it out of the system. That said, these are like powerful little buggers, so you don't want to take it with your other supplements because that would be like wasting money because you won't absorb them. And you definitely don't want to take it with any prescription medication. It's just like these little black capsules, literally charcoal, and I feel like they help. If I think I had some gluten on accident or something, I'll take these and try to flush it out faster. So that's what I swap in. Now I just want to talk quickly, if you're not like me and you don't have fun going all OCD and filling your little case every week, I totally understand. Or if you don't want to invest in this much, I also understand. So I just want to give you my suggestions for what I think you should take as a bare minimum. I think, and I'm using my husband as an example because he refuses to take vitamins. He says it makes him feel sick. Like if I fill his pill case up, he's like, I feel like I'm sick. And I'm like, I know you're not sick. This is to prevent you from getting sick. Which, by the way, he doesn't have a cool pill case like me. He just has a normal one. But anyway, he refuses to do what I do. So I give him like what I consider to be the bare minimum, which is a high quality fish oil. Like you really want to make sure this is sourced sustainably and from wild fish. Like you don't want to have too much mercury. You don't want to have like farmed fish, which are pumped full of like antibiotics and stuff. So that's why I trust the Dr. Mercola one. This is like, I think it's from the Pacific Ocean near Hawaii. Really high quality fish oil. Then I think a multivitamin is a really good place to start just to cover your bases. Like I said, I like these Raw One brand, and so I give him the one for men, obviously. I have the one for women, as you saw. And this comes from real food, so you're getting good nutrients, and it's not nothing sketchy thrown in. And then the last thing I would definitely recommend as like a bare minimum is a probiotic. Like I said, I like this one. It's shelf stable, which is so much more convenient. Most of them have to be kept in the fridge, and I find it really hard to remember to go into the fridge. Like when I'm taking my vitamins, usually I take them after a meal, And so you're not in the kitchen anymore because your meal is over. And I would never take them when I had them in the fridge. So that's why I get the shelf stable ones. And that's why I make my husband take them, because they just have so many benefits, from not getting sick to having good digestion, etc. So those are the 3 that I would say, like, if you don't know where to start here. And then, like I said, if you have specific concerns, you can tailor it in. Like, if you're somebody that catches colds all the time like me, vitamin C and zinc are your friends. So is bee propolis, so helpful. If you're really focused on beauty and help improving your hair, skin, and nails, you can start with this one, hair, skin, and nails. And then you can add in things like the pycnogenol for your skin, the L-lysine, etc. So whatever your concerns are, oh, we can't forget the pearl if you're into beauty. It's so fun. But basically, whatever your concerns are, just do some research. Okay, so that's everything that I take every single day. That's how I do it, which is perhaps more important, because I think having a system that will help you follow through is the most important part. So that's my little routine every week. I honestly look forward to it. It's like me time that I sit down and I do my little vitamins. So thank you so much for joining me this week. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I still have my giveaway running. If you want to win one of these and some other amazing health goodies, go to my Instagram. I'll be picking a winner on Monday, and then next week we're diving into beauty. Yay, I can't wait. Starting with my most loved products from 2017. So tune in on Tuesday for that video. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd hit subscribe and join us here. And I will see you around. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.